Yo guys, today we're gonna be going over some of this the update 1.2.0 from Arc Raiders. We're gonna be going over the patch notes and some stuff that they have kind of tweaked, some changes they've made, and the gameplay that you're gonna be seeing here in the background. I'm gonna release it as well. I'm gonna say it's no commentary gameplay, but there is like a little bit of commentary, but it's not me talking to you guys. It's more of me talking to another player in the raid. Anyways, so Act 1 North Line. The North Line train has arrived. Prepare for extraction. Raiders. We've discovered a secluded research facility in the mountains, Stella Montes. Work to restore the tunnels. Work to restore the tunnels has begun, and we need you to pull your weight. By the way, I'm not gonna sit here and have pictures up on the screen this time because there's just way too much stuff here. It's a lot of news, a lot of stuff to cover. So anyway, what's new? They added new map, Stella Montes. They also added new arc, the Matriarch and the Shredder, which of course the Matriarch. I've played it a little bit today. The Matriarch I think is bugged, so they haven't had the Matriarch in the game today because it's not spawning for whatever reason. So you have the community unlock event, new items to discover, new quests to accept. Wait a minute, I haven't even checked the quests, by the way. Haven't even checked that yet. Anyways, the patch highlights. They reduced character movement latency on server to improve sorry. They reduced the character movement latency on the server to improve the desync problem where it looks like you get damaged even after behind cover. Fixed an issue that prevented players from completing quests involving multiple objectives or item collections within a single round. Fixed various achievements not working correctly. Players will need to redo some achievements with only one objective item. Example, destroy the queen. While achievements with multiple objectives will only need parts of them completed again. They reduce the delay between shooting at arc and seeing impact effects on the target. Fixed various locations where players could fall through the terrain. There's also some balance changes, like they balanced some made some balance changes to some items. I can't speak today. Anyways, the ones that they've fixed or made balance changes to is the wolf pack. The value has been changed. It used to cost 3,000 coins. It now costs 5,000 coins, which of course I don't even know how you even purchase this from the traders in the first place because I can't. Then for crafting, before it took two refined explosives and two sensors. Now it takes three refined explosives and two arc motion cores. Then for the arc motion core and arc circuitry, the unlock. How do you unlock the crafting for it? Well, before it used to be refiner level 3, it's now refiner level 2. The crafting, before it used to take 6 arc alloy, now it takes 8. Then for the launcher ammo, the value was 100 coins, it is now 200 coins. And the crafting, to craft 6 ammo, before it was 5 metal parts and 1 crude explosives. Now it is 5, I mean not 5, but 4 metal parts and 1 refined explosive. And the spotter relay is no longer sells for 5,000 coins, it now sells for 2,000 coins. Oh wait, the wolf pack, you sell it. I'm sorry guys. You sell the wolf pack. They increase the value when you sell it to 5,000 coins from 3,000. My bad. Then the security lockers were over providing valuable items and have been adjusted. The adjustment's not that bad. I've gotten a couple of purples from it already, just within about the 5 raids I've played. I've gotten like one purple, actually two purples. They also reduced the XP per damage from 3 to 2 for the Bastion, Bombardier, Rocketeer, and Leaper. The reduced XP for looting arc parts, which is the Bastion, from 500 to 250. Bombardier is that went from 500 to 300. However, they increased the XP for looting arc parts for the Rocketeer thruster from 200 to 500. They also increased it for the Leaper leg from 200 to 500. Then the content and bug fixes. For achievements, fixed various achievements not working correctly. Players will need to redo some achievements with only one objective item, etc. The queen, destroy the queen. Of course, I've already went over that. Anyway, for animation, they fixed an issue where weapons were automatically slung when throwing grenades. Fixed an issue where weapons were sometimes hidden when using deployables. Improved camera behavior to prevent clipping through walls and objects while jumping. And for the arc, fireball enemies will no longer get stuck on security gates and will pursue the player accordingly. They fixed a bug where the surveyor's fleeing behavior could move it out of a playable area. They fixed a bug which caused some enemies to take more fire damage than intended. And for the audio, they added a system default option for voice chat input and output devices to follow your operating system's default. They also made some tweaks to the breathing audio that has been adjusted for better balance between players with and without helmets. Breathing sounds are also less audible over distance. They added different audio effects for Scrappy while wearing various helmet cosmetics. And cosmetics. They fixed an issue where party members would initially appear with the base appearance. And for maps, for battlegrounds, they fixed locations in the dam where players could fall through the terrain, fixed some collision issues on the dam where players would get stuck. For Buried City, they fixed locations in Buried City where players could fall through the terrain, fixed various flickering and clipping issues in Buried City. They fixed some locations where players could get stuck in the subway stations in Buried City. For Spaceport, sealed one of the rooms in Spaceport's departure building, making it require breaching to access. The loot inside was adjusted to fit the effort required to enter. Fixed an issue where certain doors could not be breached and from the inside in a launch tower. Then on Bluegate, they fixed an issue where players could get trapped in the Bluegate control room. And also for hatches, fixed an issue where successfully entering a raider hatch did not grant immunity to damage and knockbacks. Increased interaction distance for raider hatches. And for miscellaneous, they reduced character movement latency. Of course, went over that already. We also went over the reduced delay between shooting and arc. Here's the other stuff. They adjusted blueprint drop rates from raider containers. Interacting with probes, husks, raider caches, etc. now counts towards looting container objectives. Fixed an issue where you could not loot or knock out DB DBNO players on steep slopes. Field crafting selection now stays on the same item after crafting. For movement, vaulting is now smoother. And they did do some UI adjustments. They added an inventory item menu option for splitting stacks, remove thumb mouse button from the escape action in menus to prevent unintended back navigation when that button is bound to push to talk. Added a confirmation message after submitting a player report to clearly indicate that the player was received. I mean, that the report was received. Certain enemy salvage items will no longer auto assign to quick slots when looted. Example, the Wasp driver preventing unwanted quick slot fills. They also prevent showing blocked Discord users in the social screen when the Discord integration is on, change the styling of some UI input hints for utility. They fixed an issue where the blaze grenade trap could deal more damage than intended. Reduce tick attachment time from for the anti-tick field augment passive from 1 second to zero point 0.5 seconds. Fix an issue where a prompt would get stuck while fighting off ticks at the same time as the anti-tick field passive being active. Smoke clouds from items are now always visible at the same range as players. They fixed an issue where the trigger nade explosions could bypass the brief invulnerability when entering DBNO, causing instant elimination. Invulnerability now correctly applies on downing. They fixed a bug allowing players to use a snap hook to go out of bounds in the spaceport bunker. And for weapons, they fixed an issue where firing while standing close to walls could cause bullets to veer sideways instead of following the crosshair. And for quests, well, I went over one of these already, but we'll go over the other one. So for the Griesinger Bomb quest and Spaceport, it now includes more thrusters that will complete the objective. And that is all your news for today around Arc Raiders and around the new update that just came out today. And I will see you guys in the next one. If you like this type of content and want to see more, please consider subscribing as there's more Arc Raiders content to come, including updates like this. And as of right now, the live event for unlocking Stella Montes is at 33%. There's two phases. Oh, yeah, there's also two phases to this event. The first phase, once completed, we unlock Stella Montes. The second phase is a bunch of quests that we have to do around Stella Montes, I'm pretty sure. That's the way whenever I read it, that's the way I interpreted it. Hopefully, some of you guys, well, never mind. I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.